So in today's video, we're going to be sublimating on these Dollar Tree wooden ornaments. If you're new to my channel, my name is Leslie. My channel is all about crafting on a budget. I do Cricut, sublimation, and kid craft videos. So if any of those things interest you, please consider subscribing, joining my YouTube family, and let's jump into the video, guys. So I took a picture of the heart, and then I'm going in silhouette, and I'm going to use the tracing feature to trace the heart. And then I'm going to delete the picture. I'm going to fill the shape in black, and then I'm going to save it as a PNG, and I'm going to open it in Affinity Designer. Once Affinity Designer, I'm going to take my pictures, I'm going to hover it over the shape, and then I'm going to drag it in the layers panel down underneath and to the right of that layer to create a mask and to kind of fill, and then I'm just going to transform it into the desired shape that I want. I'm going to save it as a PNG, and then I'm going to drag it into my print manager folder. I'm going to use the settings ultrafine photo for this one. Make sure it's on photographic. Pour some acrylic paint onto and print. So we're gonna pour some acrylic paint onto this tray, and then we're just gonna paint our heart. I'm gonna take weeding tool, try to just make sure that hole is clean. So now we're going to take our Cricut cutting board or whatever cutting mat you have. We're going to take our laminate sheet, and we're going to take our hearts, and I'm going to cut a square. I'm not going to cut the circle just because I've noticed that when you heat the lamination, it kind of shrinks. So I just want to give it some room. So I'm just going to cut it into a square for now. And I'm going to do that for all of them. So now we're going to take these to the heat press and pre-press them to make sure the laminate is on it. And then we'll come back and get our designs. I'm going to take a wooden heart that I'm not using yet, and I'm going to put it down so that I can find my pressure. And that's actually a good amount of pressure there. So now I'm going to take the laminate that I do want to press, put it down, make sure that the heart is completely covered. I'm going to do one at a time, so I'm just going to press it for like maybe 10 seconds. Okay, so we're going to take our designs, we're going to take our hearts and make sure we line them up where we want them to be. Then we're going to take some heat tape and we're going to tape them down so that they don't move or shift. So I'm just going to do one on each side. Now we're going to move these to the heat press, and we're going to press at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Let's go. So we're going to put them with the design facing up, and then we're going to put some butcher paper on top, and then we're going to press at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Okay. I'm going to take the butcher paper off. I'm going to hold on to one side and just start lifting to see. Perfect! So you can see this is how much came off. And lift the other one. Perfect. Ooh, these turned out really good. Let's move over to the desk so you guys can see them and we can cut the laminate. Okay, so because I have that extra part, they're stuck down to the butcher paper. So I'm gonna take my True Control knife and I'm just gonna start cutting around it as close to the ornament as I can get. And if there's leftovers, that's fine. You can cut them with scissors, or you can just try to just trim that, so that's not a big deal. And you can just take your weeding tool and pop out that like inner part. Sorry, I'll show you the other one because I missed that one on camera. You just pop it through. This is how they turned out when I painted them. So they didn't actually, this is how they look regular. And this is how they look painted. And I did like 5 coats, and honestly the wood, it just sinks into the wood. Maybe if you did like chalk paint, might be a little bit better, but I think it's still gonna look good because it's still gonna add a little bit more of a white base to the background, so you'll be able to still see the pictures. Moment of truth. Ooh, perfect, perfect, perfect. So now we're just going to take our True Control knife and we're just gonna cut. I love how these turned out. So here's my opinions and my thoughts. These are the ones without white paint on them. This one still has really good color on it. And so does this one, but it still has that yellow undertone because of the wood. The ones we painted, although the white wasn't super white once it dried, the colors are popping way more. Look at that. You see those colors? Like, they look so much better. So my opinion is that you should paint them white first. Acrylic paint seems to work just fine. The wood does absorb it. It doesn't turn super white, but the colors are more vibrant than... Can you see how this one has yellow undertones, are more vibrant than these. These are more vibrant than these. So painting them, I love these. They come in a pack of 8. Dollar Tree has their Valentine's stuff on clearance, so see if you can find them. If not, you can use any of their wooden ornaments for this, but I think these are just gorgeous and make awesome gifts. You can do them double-sided, or you can do them one-sided and then maybe paint the other color, or just sand it and leave it natural. But they're really cute and they make really cute gifts. If you enjoy sublimation videos, make sure to check out my video where I test the product Sublimate and sublimate onto cotton shirts. I'll leave the thumbnail right here so you know what the video looks like, and it will be linked in the cards above.